Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.
I'm a mystic man.
Such a mystic.
Just like the great Peter Tosh, who literally exploded onto the world stage as an activist and solo artist, Kabaka Pyramid is an ever-evolving reggae artist that has numerous ways of expressing his creativity. Known for songs such as Mystic Man,
Concept in Switzerland, mystic man, King Summer Bomb in an English fam, Locks on my head man, a Rastafari tell him
reggae music,
I say, hey Mr. DJ, play that one again. Well, this a reggae music where the people
Can't Breathe,
they can't spell butter that them a buyanda. You can't tell the man different from woman, yeah, the
and
people
Herb
them
Defender.
It's gonna be a weeping and a moaning, yeah. If they put a finger on we herb.
The ability to watch and learn from others around him has made Kabaka Pyramid somewhat of a jack of all trades. You can find him at Bebel Rock Studios in his hometown Kingston, Jamaica, writing lyrics, producing tracks, recording himself or other artists, mixing songs, editing, or even learning to play the guitar. He often goes socials when he swings into his militant mood. Recently, he called for freedom for the people of Palestine, who have been displaced after coming under siege from the Israeli military. This is the untold story of Kabaka Pyramid with Ras Dennis.
If them put a finger on this herb, it's gonna be a weeping.
Holy man will I King Selassie I Jah Rastafari and Selassie the first gives them rules and reign.
Kabaka Pyramid is a Grammy Award-winning conscious revolutionary lyricist with a signature musical style blending the power, energy, and melody of reggae with the lyricism of hip-hop. The name Kabaka is derived from the Ugandan language, which means king. The long-lasting survival of the pyramids of ancient Africa represents his desire for longevity in the music and deep connection to Kemetic roots, leaving messages for generations to come. Born Karen Salmon in Kingston, Jamaica, a key pillar of the reggae revival movement, he carved his way into the Jamaican reggae scene with rebel music in 2011. His hip-hop roots were evident in the lyrical style and hard-hitting beats, laying the foundation for an ever-ascending career highlighted by the classic marquee sophomore album The Collying, produced by his role model, Damian Jr. Gone Marley. On June 25, 2024, he declared the Kenyan Nationals' protests against their government's contentious Finance Bill 2024 an inspiration. The reggae star Kabaka Pyramid expressed his full support for their demands for President William Ruto to abandon the proposed tax hikes. With regards to the Palestinian people, he posted on his Instagram account, "I stand with all peoples who are unable to live freely without persecution and limitations imposed on by an oppressor, and that includes the hashtag Palestinian people," he stated on Instagram. "I denounce any peoples that try to implement racial or religious superiority and apartheid systems of government on anyone. Any government that makes it illegal to say hashtag Free Palestine is an enemy of world stability," he added. Quoting from Peter Tosh's 1977 iconic song Equal Rights. The lyrics of the song described Palestinians as among the world's oppressed nations. Kabaka also quote the speech of Nelson Mandela during an International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people in Pretoria. Kabaka expressed distaste at the going-ons in Palestine, whose latest Israeli-led siege began last year and was triggered by a surprise attack by Hamas, the Palestinian militant group which rules the Gaza Strip, and which has as its mission the destruction of the State of Israel. The current bombarding of Palestine is the latest in 7 decades of conflict with Israel, which have, according to experts, drawn in outside powers and destabilized the wider Middle East. Decades ago, it evoked criticisms from Peter Tosh and Mandela, which Kabaka pointed out in the opening sentences of his post, noting, "We don't want no peace, we need equal rights and justice, Peter Tosh, and then our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians, Nelson Mandela." The Campion College Old Boy also opined that elements in mainstream media have not been honest with their reporting of the facts surrounding the conflict taking place on the Palestinian territories. Thank you for all the warriors risking their reputations, occupations, and even their lives to present information that the mainstream media has deliberately chosen not to present. We know who controls the media and who controls the governments in the Western world. We know who benefits financially from warfare. But the world is wide awake. This monopoly on human life won't last forever, he added. Describing himself as a free thinker, he urged his followers to refrain from believing that problems merely begin with terrorist acts, but be more discerning in how they view the current conflict in the Gaza. Terrorism is never a root cause. It is not in anyone's nature to be a terrorist. It is always a tool for a reaction to change an underlying situation. It is used by both the oppressor and the oppressed. Terrorist acts have led to major changes to the landscape of our lives. Think about who benefits from these changes, then you will see who is at the source, he said. Kabaka added, whatever I think is based on a process of assessment and discernment, my views can change at any point with new information. I am not bound to any groupthink or in servitude to any entity in perpetuity. I think freely. Peter Tosh's Equal Rights song, from which Kabaka quoted, was the title track of his second studio album, which was released in 1977. That song is regarded as a rare statement in reggae about the Palestinian issue in a line which came towards the end, where Peter first names Palestine as among the places which were struggling for equal rights and justice at the time. Peter Tosh's stance went way beyond the song, and the Glass House Singer, at the No Nukes concert at Madison Square Garden in New York, appeared on stage wearing a traditional Palestinian garment on September 22, 1978, an Israeli holiday. Peter supported a Palestinian state, and based on this, he refused to perform in Israel, which he regarded as an apartheid state. As for the current conflict, Al Jazeera Media Network says at least 36 Palestinians are killed in Gaza by Israeli strikes over the past 24 hours, including 15 in the latest attack on a school sheltering war-displaced civilian in northern Jabalia. Al Jazeera added that Israel brushes aside global calls for a ceasefire with Hezbollah and continues a bombing campaign that's killed hundreds in Lebanon and raised fears of a full-blown Middle East war. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says the United States will continue to back Israel as Tel Aviv secures a new $8.7 billion military assistance package from Washington, dismissing red lines for its assaults on Gaza and Lebanon. Gaza authorities are trying to deal with a truck container carrying 88 unidentified bodies returned by Israel, denouncing the inhumane and immoral way it treats dead Palestinians. According to Al Jazeera, at least 41,534 people have been killed and 96,092 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza. In Israel, the number killed in the Hamas-led attacks on October 7th is at least 1,139, while more than 200 people were taken captive. Thanks for watching, and do remember to subscribe, give it a like, and post a positive comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you again very soon for another video.
Many thanks for watching Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.